Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I'm going to be giving my preview for the upcoming match between the Blues and the Hurricanes. That is going to be taking place on Saturday night, but if you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, let's get right into this preview. Right, so this match is going to be taking place at Eden Park on Saturday night, 7:05 PM kickoff. Is the time that this one will be getting underway, and it should be a very exciting match. Both of these sides will be working hard to try and get this win because of the fact that at this stage every win is key if you do want to make it into that Super Rugby Aotearoa final. At this stage I think the Crusaders, they are pretty much guaranteed for that final, but there is a second place spot up for grabs and both of these sides will want it to be them. So last time these two sides played off at Eden Park, it was round 1 of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2020, and in the end the Blues were able to get the win 30 points to 20 over the Hurricanes. Now that was a very good game of rugby to watch. I remember watching it live as well. The first match of Super Rugby Aotearoa, the atmosphere at Eden Park was electric, and I am thinking that it will be very similar for this match. So throughout that match there were 152 tackles made by the Blues, 28 more than the Hurricanes. There were 3 tries apiece in this one, and it was a very entertaining game of rugby. Like I said, throughout that match though, there were 30 penalties, and in the next match that these two sides met, it was the first round of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021, and there were actually 27 in that one. So both of these sides, I feel like the discipline for both of them will have to be a lot better in this one if they do want to get the win, because we have seen in the past that there have been quite a few yellow cards throughout this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, and both sides will be wanting to keep their full 15 on the field, because if they can, we could see some very good run in rugby between these two sides. But the defence of these sides throughout the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, it just seems to be getting better and better at times. Like in the match between the Blues and the Chiefs, yes, the Chiefs were able to win that one, but at times the Blues, they were able to defend very well, and at some stages the Chiefs were getting 15 plus phases and the Blues just weren't letting them through. They were forcing them backwards at times as well, and if they can do that up against the Hurricanes, it will put them under a lot of pressure. But the Hurricanes, they have got the man who scored 30 points in the last match for them up against the Highlanders. That is Jordie Barrett. He is looking like he is in phenomenal form at the moment, and he will be hoping to carry that over to this match against the Blues. Someone else who has decent performances when it comes to these matches against the Blues is Caleb Clark. In that first match, having the most running meters with 105, he was able to pick up a try as well, and in the first round of this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, so he will be hoping to do the same in this match. Now someone, when we are talking about tries, I mentioned it in my Crusaders versus Highlanders preview that Shannon Frizzell, in all 3 previous occasions between the two sides in Super Rugby Aotearoa, he has been able to pick himself up a try. Now there is a man in one of these lineups that has done the exact same thing, and that is Dalton Paoli. In all 3 matches between the Blues and the Hurricanes in Super Rugby Aotearoa so far, he has been able to pick himself up a try, so he will be hoping to continue that streak as well. Now another streak that has been happening between these two sides, it is the Hurricanes. It has been that in all 3 matches, their number 2 or 16 has been able to score a try. Now in the first round match of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021, we did see a Safa Mua was able to pick himself up too. Unfortunately, he won't be playing this match, but someone who is playing it is going to be Dane Coles, and he was able to pick up a try in that first round match of 2020. So he will be wanting to continue that streak for his side as well. So looking through a few of the other stats, the most tackles made in that match from round 1 of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2020, it was Tom Robinson, who was able to make 16 tackles. Now he has got his chance in the starting lineup for this one. He is going to be replacing Akira Ioane, who is now on the bench for this match. And Tom Robinson off the bench in the last couple matches has just looked phenomenal. He was able to pick himself up a try in last week's match up against the Chiefs, and he is looking like he's got the pace of a winger as well, the big man, and he is getting his start, so it's going to be very exciting to see what he can do in that starting number 6 jersey. Now someone I should mention that the Blues are missing for this one is Patrick Tuipulotu. He is not going to be starting this one, and he is not going to be on the bench, so they have got Tom Robinson listed as the captain. So a big responsibility for him, but I feel like if it's anything like his performance off the bench, he will be able to smash it out of the park, and he will be hoping to get his Blues side the win in this match up against the Hurricanes. But looking through these lineups, I am extremely excited for this match. I feel like I am almost more excited than I was for the first round of Super Rugby Aotearoa. We have seen both of these matches play out between the Crusaders and the Highlanders, and also the Blues and the Hurricanes. They were in the first round of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021. Now we get to see them again, and we get to see what the teams have improved on from the last encounter. And hopefully in this case, it is going to be that discipline that I mentioned, because if these two sides can get a little bit of fast-paced run and rugby going, anything can happen like we have seen in the past between these two sides. The likes of Rieko Ioane in that midfield, Caleb Clark out on that wing. We have seen Geordie Barrett picking up his form lately. Then Laumape, that crash ball that he is able to play, could be very dangerous for that Blues defence. Although in the number 12 jersey for this one, they have changed it so that Harry Plummer is going to be on the bench, and it is going to be TJ Faiani starting. So that could be an interesting change, and maybe it will turn out to be effective for the Blues in this one. But they have still got a Teddy Black in the number 10 jersey. He has been looking decent so far throughout this season. But in the other number 10 jersey, it is going to be Auburn Ledger. He's only had a couple Super Rugby Aotearoa games so far this season. That is because of the injury of Jackson Garden-Basher, but it is going to be Ledger in the number 10 jersey, and then also Luke Campbell in the number 9 jersey. And that combo has been working decently so far for the Hurricanes. I feel like it's been working better than people did expect, because of the fact that these two guys, they haven't had a lot of Super Rugby Aotearoa or Super Rugby experience, but they are doing decently for their side. Now, someone else who is back in the starting lineup as well for the Hurricanes, it is going to be the bus. It is going to be Julian Savia on that right wing, and he will be hoping to pick himself up a try. He hasn't scored one yet in this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, and this match would be as good a time as any. And then he has got Salisa Rayasi out on that other wing. So I am thinking a lot of offloads in that backline of the Hurricanes. Also, a lot of offloads in that backline of the Blues. This one is going to be a great one to watch, and I am very excited for it. Now, a battle that I am looking forward to. Not only am I looking forward to that battle of Julian Savia and Caleb Clark on that wing, I am also looking forward to the battle of the number 8s, Hoskins Satutu and Artie Savia. That one is going to be a very exciting clash, and not just that one. When we look at pretty much all of the forwards as well, we have got Duplessis Karefi versus Dalton Paoli. That one is going to be two tackling machines, good at winning turnovers for their sides as well. That one's going to be exciting. Then in the number 6 jersey, you've got Tom Robinson and then Reed Prinsep, two men who made a lot of tackles in that first encounter of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2020-30. Between the two men, 14 for Prinsep, 16 for Robinson. That is going to be an exciting one. Now the locks for the Blues though, without Tui Pelotu, they have got Gerard Cowley Tuioti and also Sam Darry, the man who's only had one match so far in Super Rugby Aotearoa. Did decently in that match though, and you would say that it is the less experienced locking pairing for this one, but then they have got two very good props starting this one, Tuanuki Afi and also Ofa Tuangafasi. So the forward packs of these two sides, it's going to be exciting seeing them clash. That fullback of the Blues has been huge throughout this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition, and they will be hoping to win a few penalties, assert their dominance in those scrums and those rucks, and then it will help them tick up those points. Then on the other hand, you have got the experienced head of Dane Coles for the Hurricanes versus the less experienced Latero Tole. They are still missing Kurt Eklund for this match as well. That is still because of the suspension that he did get for 3 weeks. But we have seen so far in this competition, the number 2s, they have a very good chance of being able to score tries, and that will be exactly what they will both be wanting to do. Now looking at the benches, you would say that the Blues maybe slightly have the upper hand in terms of those forwards, but then the Hurricanes, they still have some very sharp players on there. The likes of Devon Flanders, he has been looking very good throughout this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition. You've also got Peter Umanga Jensen. He has a very good record when it comes to scoring tries in this Super Rugby Aotearoa competition as well. And then for the Blues, they have got AJ Lamb, a man who played very well for Auckland throughout the Mitre 10 Cup. He is going to be on debut, and he will be hoping to have a big impact off that bench. Now the big question there is he going to be coming on the field for Caleb Clark, or is he going to be coming on the field for Mark Talia? I would say Talia is probably the more likely of those two, and then maybe they look at Harry Plummer either on the field for Teddy Black, or maybe TJ Faiani perhaps. I feel like they will leave Rieko Ioane out there for the full 80 if they can. But yeah, all there is to do now is just wait for this match to take place. From when this video comes out, it will only be a few hours away, so that is pretty exciting stuff, and hopefully you guys are as hyped for this match as I am. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing my watch along live streams for the matches like I have been in the past, so be sure to check that out as well. But nonetheless, I will see you all in the next one.